Hello, hello, hello. Figured I'd do a real quick video as I'm getting around because they started asking and praying and getting around. And I started getting some things about the Jezebel spirit. Um, yeah, something that I've saw with my own two eyes how it operates, and this can be in any single sector. So, whether it's in a family unit, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your groups that you belong to, friendships. Here's a few lessons I can tell you about it. Um, a lot of times when this spirit is activated and begins to work inside of um, any kind of group, the first thing that they want to do, or the first thing that this energy, because that's pretty much an energy, um, first off, it's a negative energy, extremely negative. It's what causes narcissism, insecurity, fear. It's all low vibrational. Isolation. And one of the things that this spirit especially attacks is real prophets, real people who God would like to work through and has been given a specific gift. This spirit will attack heavy and unrelentless. And a lot of times it'll use some of your favorite people in the whole world that you would think they have an open door, and you think that, you're good and you're golden, and this is just the way this spirit operates. If you understand and have the higher knowledge of the story of Jezebel, then you will understand this. It attacks certain individuals who have a gift. And what it wants to do is make you, first off, isolate yourself from everybody else, because it makes you paranoid. Makes you feel like everybody's out to get you. Makes you feel like nobody likes me. You know that whole song, nobody likes me, everybody hates me, I'm just gonna go and eat worms. Remember that song from our childhood? I might be a little bit older than you guys, but yeah, it wants you to think that you don't um makes you try and second guess your relationship with the Most High. It makes you doubt yourself, and makes you, because they gaslight and they project, and what they are actually doing is projecting divisive and negative energy onto you. The God I serve is all about adding to and multiplying. He multiplies things. He doesn't divide things and put them in boxes. And nah, he likes that too. He likes creativity. He loves creative people. He likes to do creative miracles. He likes to do divine setups and otherwise the main operation of this spirit is to shut up the prophets and basically try and kill all the prophets of the true prophets of the Most High. Other people getting gifts from other entities or other hey, you do you, boo. Just please, if you're doing that, know what you're getting into. A lot of times these entities and stuff, they require a sacrifice. I mean, the Most High requires a sacrifice too, but usually it's a sacrifice of your own will, because He got something way better for you. You just have to walk out your gifts and not walk in fear. Look at what happened with Elisha. Well, I mean, Elijah was just, and then Elisha came around, and that's when Jezzy got over. He got tossed. She got tossed. Um, that's why the Most High does not want you unevenly yoked with non-believers for a reason. And I'm not saying people who just profess Christ and say that they're a Christian, because a lot of times they're just religious. They know things, they know the Bible, but they don't really live it. Um, they don't trust God. They have a form of religion but deny the power. Well, from what I was hearing, God's restoring all things back to Him. And if you read the book of Enoch and the book of the Watchers, one of those gifts, he waited for 15 years to activate what has been going on in me and fulfill a prophecy that he put in my heart. I didn't know I was going into this community, and here it was. I come to find out, well, guess what? That ancient knowledge, yeah, I'm restoring all things, says God. The people who actually can handle it and not get puffed up in the meanwhile. Sure, like, we're supposed to work in our gifts, but we're not supposed to boast about how wonderful we are, because we were given those gifts to exalt the Most High. We weren't given those gifts to pat ourselves on the back. We don't need, many of us do not need anybody else to affirm our gifts, because people out there, they know it, they see it, they can feel it, and something about it pisses off their demons. Then they come after you. And they project on you. That's why you gotta be like, look. It says resist the devil, he'll flee. That's a promise. I resist the temptations of being divisive and spread negativity across the airwaves or across anywhere. I'm just not interested in any of that. I'm more interested. Who cares if someone's doing witchcraft? It's going to go back to them, as long as you have no open doors it can land on. Period. You just have to make sure that's why. You just have to make sure that you're staying in prayer, in a place of meditation at all times. Know your surroundings. When you start seeing signs, look, when a Jezebel spirit's around, everything begins to start falling apart too. If that thing's activated, you're going to start, and you're any bit intuitive, you're going to start seeing this and people's true colors, because these demons can't hide. They can't. They could try and hide. You can't. You can't hide anymore. True colors are all coming out. And the thing is most people, oh, well, someone's in witchcraft, this, that, voodoo, whatever. I have no problem with what anybody else wants to believe. That's what they want to do. Let them do it. Not more power to them, but I don't give a shit what anybody else does or who they serve. They can serve whoever. I choose to serve the Most High. So, yeah. Here's what pisses people off that are operating under this spirit, is when you demonstrate power and your authority and knowing who you are in God. That really upsets people. I wonder why. Jealousy goes back to the 7 deadly sins: murder, strife, Anger, greed. How come God bless them, doggone it? They ain't doing nothing. Wah, wah, wah. They didn't know what you had to go through to actually obtain what you have obtained and the favor that you've obtained with God out of obedience. Wah, wah, wah. They come in and they try and stifle the voice of the prophets, the true chosen ones. Well, the whole world is now waking up to narcissism. The whole world is waking up to the divisive tactics of a global narcissism that has plagued this planet since the fall. This isn't anything new. It just looks new because this is your incarnation. This is your incarnation into this world. But this energy, I guarantee you, feels very familiar, doesn't it? Feels very familiar. Want to instill fear. So and so is doing this, spell work. So and so is doing that spell work. And this is like, and then it never happens. You'll know a prophet because, their track record's like 100% because God's backing them up. So you just know things that you shouldn't know. But that's technically when it comes, like, tarot is just one of the ancient technologies that were given to be able to peer into the future. But honestly, most real ones don't even need cards. I mean, and everything that God has done, all his gifts have been mimicked hardcore by, if you want to call them New Age community, I don't give a shit. Every single one of them gifts have been mimicked. I ain't in a New Age community. I might operate in the New Age community, but I'm not. I'm just here to help. God sends his most strongest, most valuable warriors to the front lines to get back his gifts. And you had to be tried and tested and gone through Job moments and still come out with an understanding that everything you've gone through, God has ordained that for your character growth. Not to hurt you, not to suppress you, but character growth. It's how diamonds are made. If you haven't gone through all that kind of stuff, you wouldn't be able to step into somebody else's shoes who have. A lot of these people have no clue what they're messing with. They haven't been through the character growth, and that takes time. I'm sorry, it takes a lot of time. You've been through trials and, you've been entitled your whole damn life, and I'm sorry I have to question you. I have to question your integrity, and, people prove themselves over time. They all do. That's why I say I watch actions, don't listen to words. Somebody's YouTube presence on YouTube or social media is honestly a lot of times not real life. That's not real life. They want to make it look like everything is just perfect in their life, and they're actually being attacked behind the scenes because they're messing with something that they have no business messing with. They weren't ordained to mess with that. Like I said, when I was called into this certain community, I knew I was going to get the backlash from, other church going fanatics. I am not that. I love God. I check myself, I studied the life of Jesus Christ, who is amazing, by the way. If you have a problem with Jesus, then you need to take that up with your inner self. Because that's the only person that can save your ass. I'm not saying a church. I'm not saying a church building. I'm not saying a church family. Heck no. Those are some of the most people who can hurt you the most. Trust me, I've been there, I know. Besides your own family, your church family. Yep. When you see that start happening inside a church and someone becomes attacked, it's because they see that gift on the inside of you and they covet it. They can't stand it. That God would, how dare God bless you, not understanding what's going on behind closed doors and your prayer life and how you've surrendered to your call and your purpose. And there's nothing that a Jezebel spirit wouldn't like more than to get you off your purpose, get you doubting yourself, get you not walking in integrity. So we call on angels. Yes, we do. Archangel Michael. We call on our Father in heaven. We thank Jesus for the finished work on the cross, and we keep it stepping. It's what we're called to do. We're not called to hide our way or hide our gifts and talents in fear. Nope, not anymore, man. Yeah, I was one of them prophets that have been hiding in a cave. You know, thinking I'm the only one out here. No, there's a lot of us out here. It's just some people have, I mean, I get it. Some people haven't really expressed it yet, but it's coming. Wait till you see. I'm just one of the ones who've been open about it since pretty much the beginning of how I got my gifts. Didn't come from a class. It didn't come from somebody teaching me how to do this stuff. It came from the divine creator. He created this stuff. And you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. You can instill fear in people with it. You can create havoc in people's lives with it. Yeah, sure you can. So I got to be real discerning with who you listen to and who you watch. Not to mention, and I'm going to go a little step further too, ancient technology. Some of the technology that we got, yep, the devil sure stole it. Sure he did. Satan did. The beautiful creations. People be like, oh, crystals. Oh, shouldn't adorn yourself with no crystals. Crystals can be programmed. Crystals can bring healing. Crystals actually, have a charge to them. Whether positive or negative, be very careful with who you're getting your crystals from. One thing the church seemed to frickin' forget is the fact that with the anointing that was on the Apostle Paul, all he'd have to do is send out handkerchiefs and people would be healed. Because of the clothing, the anointing was on his clothing. Yeah. So it's biblical. Just so happens God made every single mineral deposit, every single crystal, every single precious stone, everything. People can use it for good or bad. It's all about the intent in a person's soul and in their heart. So stop with demonizing people who use crystals or use that kind of stuff. You don't know the intent, and you don't know the intent of a person's heart. All my stuff is infused, cleared out, and then infused with powerful prayers and mantras and healing anointing. All of it. My stuff. I don't know about everybody else's stuff, but my stuff goes through a series of divine activations, prayers, cycles, moon cycles, all of it. They're forever getting charged. And then like I said, then I just, yeah, healing frequencies and stuff like that. Healing room frequencies, anointing. So that when people get my stuff, it's pure. It isn't tainted with dark force energy. This is what God told me to do. This is part of my work. Beyond just reading the tarot, that's a whole different thing. But it's a part of my work to restore some of the things that the enemy stole and make use of them for purposes of helping in this community with people who are hurting and people who are lost. I'm here to help try and bring restoration. I get it. I might not look the part, but it comes in, I know who I am. That's what pisses off people sometimes. When you know who you are and you know what you're called to do, people are like, no, wait a minute. I have to call on all these different deities, this, that, and the other thing, and she just has this, and she's just blessed like that, and how dare anybody listen to her because I know all about that, and la 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 la. And usually, like I said, it comes from your family, but yes, you get attacked even over the airwaves too. People misunderstand, people misconstrued, people judge because of the way you look. If you're not the right you're not the right to be doing something. Maybe you're a little pale, you shouldn't be reading tarot. I mean, that has been a huge thing. Thank goodness I got a lot of non-pale friends in this community who are beautiful people and don't judge me. We don't judge each other. We realize we're all in this thing together. This isn't just, but if we're on the right side, of course, there always wants to be division and strife. They want to get you to fear. Well, stop fearing these Jezebels. That's all they want. That's all they, and they can work through a man or a woman. Facts. You'll notice the fear component. You'll notice the isolation component. You'll notice the attacks on your character. A lot of times it's a smear campaign, talking shit behind your back, can't come to your face and say it. No, they'll just apply, make accusations. They'll just be it'll just be applied. And here's the thing. A lot of times a Jezebel will come in and then they'll swoop out as quickly as they came in just to create a distraction and create fear. Your heart can be completely pure and that Jezebel will come in and be like, so and so is a bad person. So and so said this or that. So and so no longer wants to be a part of our group because all we do is down people and talk shit. So anybody we see that they go and talk to, we're going to talk shit about them too, so that they don't like that person. Instead of uniting together in one force, no, they want to divide and conquer. That's a Jezebel spirit. They want to keep their people real close to their freaking chest too. Yep. Especially if you're in any kind of leadership. Oh yeah. I know for a fact people have been talking shit. Mad shit. Cause like I will pop in and out and give my opinion, whatever. People like my opinion, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Neither does God. God does not care about the opinions of man when he's using somebody. Not at all. Actually, God will begin to piss them off even more and have more miracles happening in your life. That pisses people off even more. Yes, it does. And so be it. The more you talk shit, the more powerful a person with a real anointing has. Keep talking shit. Keep doing that. If I haven't proven myself by now, I've been on YouTube longer than a lot of you people. Just like, oh no, white girl got power. Yep, sure do. But it's not from me. If I allow it to flow through me from the divine creator. That's where I get my power from. That's who I rely on and trust in. And if you don't like it, stay off my fucking channel. Got it? Got it. Love you. To all of you out there who have been dealing with this, like I said, this isolation, this the betrayal. Look, guys, you're not the only one. It's just they want you to feel like you're the only one. And all they do, they don't really do anything. All they do is sit out here and talk shit. They don't help nobody. They're constantly accusing other people of doing shit. And they don't have the ability to step into somebody else's shoes. The empathy is like zero. They trust nobody. And, you know, of course, a lot of times that's learned, but, yeah. When God works through me, I mean, there is some really super cool people out there that, you know, they believe what they believe, and that's fine. I'm not here to make friends either. I'm here to fulfill my purpose. And all the Jezebel spirit wants to do is come in and distract you from fulfilling that. Well, you're not going to do it, narcos. You're not going to send your flying monkeys, and you're not going to make your projections. I'm done. So keep talking shit. The more shit you talk, the more powerful I get. And yeah, the more exalted the Most High will be. You operate in your devil energy. Continue. God gonna bring you down real frickin' low. Have a nice day.